Hi, and welcome to the Paletta Rosa Homestead. Well, today it's quite early here in the morning. I have my coffee here, and I thought I would start getting ready for the 2021 garden season. So I thought I would bring you in on it and show you some of the things that I'm doing. I basically order my seeds through two companies, Burpees and Baker Creek. The nice thing about Baker Creek is when you order from them, you get a free packet of seeds, and you don't know what they are half the time. So when you get it, you'll see what it is. So that's the first thing with starting a garden, is getting your catalogs, writing down what you want. And later on, I'll show you how I did that. That is step number one. Step number two is you need to go out and make sure you have all your containers that you need for starting your garden up. So let me show you a few that I have here. These are from the previous couple years. These are called cells. These are your medium cells. These are your larger starting cells. Basically, the larger of the root, the larger of the seed that you want, seed cell that you want. These were from last year. This also was from last year. This is your 72 cell. And as you can see, and there is a tray. This is your tray that you put your cells in. And this holds all the water inside of it with your dome. And that way you don't have to worry about leaking because there's no holes on the bottom. And what goes in those, these were from last year. I didn't use these. They're your little pea pods, but they did probably get wet over the winter. So they did raise already, but they're still usable. And you've got your larger ones and you got your smaller ones. Your larger ones will fit in here. Or they will fit in there, but this is a little small for that. So I would only use these for this one, and that's a 6 cell. I also bought a new one for this year. Mostly all mine are through Jiffy. This is the greenhouse kit. And it does come with your cells in it. It's a 25 unit one. They give you plant vitamin for seedlings. They give you these plastic tabs. And there are your cells. Not quite, they're not enhanced at all yet. When you're ready to start seeding inside, which I will be starting in about 15 days, what you're going to do is you're going to take a full quart of water and you're going to pour it in here. You're going to start seeing in about 3 hours the pods coming up in the air, and they will look like this, but they'll be wet. You will see a little hole in it, and what you want to do is you want to take a pen and you just want to pop a little hole, and that's where you would put your seeds and then cover it. That's as simple as it is. Some other planters I have, and I'm going to get more of them as we go on, and I'm having a bad hair day. This is a half-gallon milk carton. What you could do is you can cut all the way around, leaving just the handle part open. Make sure you put some holes along the top and holes on the bottom for drainage. Put your soil in it and your seeds. Cover it up, tape it up, and then take the top off. Because you're putting holes up in the top, you don't have to take your top off. I usually do just for air circulation. That's another way. And another one is I have a kitty. The container for the kitty litter. Same thing. This will be nice. I can put a couple lettuce plants in here and it will turn out really nice. Next thing I want to show you is your starting mix. You always want to go get a seed starting mix. And the reason being is because it will have all your nutrients in it and it will also have some vermiculite in it. So that will holding your water, your nutrients, all that kind of stuff. So that's really important. So then we're on to seeds. I just got my seeds in today from Baker Creek. And I went and got Bee Balm, 5-color Silver Rest. That is my Swiss chard. I'm trying loofah this year. They're gourds, dried out gourds, but I'm going to try it. Chadwick cherry tomatoes, my Boston pickling cucumbers, Bonnie Best tomatoes, and German chamomile. Then my free packet I got was butter crunch lettuce. So that was a really nice thing to see. I can't wait to try this. I've never had this before. Then from Burpee, and I'm trying something new out. I went and got a little container for now. I got my pole beans. We love our half-runner beans here. My peaches and cream corn. Emerald Towers basil. Oktoberfest calendula. I'm going to try making some teas this year and seeing how that turns out. Echinacea. Lemon balm. Iceberg lettuce. Parsley. What I do, in case you see these dark numbers up there, that's the price I paid. So for the parsley here, I've got, it was $3.95 for 1,300 seeds. So that was a good price. I got my Burpee Super Snappy Peas. And this we didn't get last year, and that was my fault. We love gypsy peppers. They are just so good. And they make a really nice pepper spice that you can make with it. I got Roma tomatoes. Now, it's called Sheets, S-H-E-E-T-S, and it's free to use. And for anybody that's ever used Excel before, it's very, very similar. They give you a bunch of little boxes, and in those boxes you can put different things. So what I did is I started off and I listed all the plants that I want to plant. And then my next cell is planting indoors. What date can I start planting them indoors? Then my next cell is when do I want to plant them, what plants have to go directly outside? Corn has to go directly outside. You can't you can't transplant corn, you can't transplant carrots. So ones that I want to just go outside. And then the last column was transplant. Those are the ones that I'm going to start planting inside. My tomatoes, lemon balm, basil, my peppers. They will all be planted inside in these containers. And I just went and got grow lights the other day. So I put them on my basil and my sage, and they're doing really good, and you'll see that very shortly. And I'm all ready to go. I cleaned out my greenhouse yesterday, so I have that all looking good. Maybe I'll show you a picture of that. And that's about it. It's a nice, quick little video today. Nothing really big. I'm in my dining room today with my cup of coffee. If you have any questions, anything I can help you with, I know some other seeds that we're going to, not seeds, but other things we're going to be doing. We're going to be putting onions in the ground, potatoes in the ground. Those potatoes, I never go out and buy potatoes. I take all my potatoes from last year and I put them all in my root cellar. And as I'm going, I'm using those potatoes. And any ones that look like they're starting to sprout, I leave them down there. Let them sprout. That way next year, or this year I should say, you cut your potato, let that part dry out for a couple days, and then put it in the ground and you'll get potatoes. And they'll be nice looking potatoes. As promised, here are the things that I just started not that long ago. Basil with the Grow Light, and I've got sage with the Grow Light. Over there, I have my oregano, and over there is my lemon thyme. Down below, I have some aloe plants that my brother-in-law gave me. Well, let's take a walk out to the greenhouse. Okay, we're walking outside to the greenhouse. Here's my garden. I have a pool tarp down on it, hopefully controlling some of the weeds. This is my shed. I have a table inside of it. We also have all our garden tools and stuff like that. And in the shed is where I start like my seedlings and stuff like that. Let's go around here. Sorry for the bouncing. I am walking as I'm doing this. Here is my greenhouse I got for my birthday last year. And I'll show you outside around the back. This first raised bed has nothing in it yet. I'm waiting. I heard in March Burpee's going to be sending me my horseradish. So we're going to try horseradish. My husband loves fresh horseradish. Here is my garlic. Got a lot of garlic planted this year. And then I have a hoop house. I'm not going to open it up right now, but inside the hoop house I have some Swiss chard that's growing. Now let's go inside the greenhouse. I put this tarp down yesterday because I was working, and from all the rain, it's just one big mud puddle, as you can see right there. Okay, let me open up the greenhouse. And let's go inside. This was all redesigned yesterday. Start out, there's a sage plant from last year. I have spearmint. Over here I have my lemon thyme. Over here I have sweet mint, and look at my lettuce. And here is my parsley. These are raised beds my friend gave us. I'm so excited, I love them. Down below I have marjoram, and I have a little celery plant growing. And then over here I have chamomile. Up on top I have a couple onion plants. I have so much more room now. I'm so excited. Here I have my oregano. Then I'm trying some peas out this year. And I just brought in one of my barrels, my watering barrels. It's a 55-gallon barrel. They gave me a great idea, somebody bringing this inside, and that way the heat from the barrel here will keep this nice and comfortable inside. And that's it. That's my greenhouse for now. I love all the room I have. Okay, guys, this is it. Again, have a great day and welcome. Welcome to the Paletta Rosa homestead.